Wow! It literally turned into a rave now.
Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be checking out Stray Kids MV for Christmas EveL. Now, I find this timing of this release quite interesting as we're almost approaching December real quick, and you know, the winter holiday or Christmas holidays and such, and we're gonna get into the whole season, Christmas sweaters and stuff, you already know. But for Christmas EveL here, I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into. I haven't seen the teasers at all. However, I did see like the pre-order listings for their physical album and such, and I've got to admit, I still need to check out their previous release with No Easy, that album, those B-sides, that entire full album. But I think what I'm gonna do here is check out Christmas EveL and then hash out the B-sides first that are tied along to Christmas EveL, and then go into that No Easy first listen during the holidays, as I have more time to review full albums properly. But aside from that, guys, I'm really interested in how this one's gonna go. Are they gonna add in the sleigh bells? Surely they will do it, seeing how it's Christmas based. I don't know, so let's just get into it. Alright, Stray Kids Christmas EveL. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go.
소리 괴물의 공격으로 목소리를 잃은 산타가 치료를 앞두고 대리 산타를 고용했다고 합니다. 특별 채용된 대리 산타가 전 세계 어린이들에게
Employed substitute Santa.
비추가 주목됩니다. 준비하자.
I'm guessing they're the elves to Santa Claus, right? Ooh, the chimes there. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Changmin. Oh. Wow. Okay, so this is the pre-chorus here. Oh, okay. Okay. So they really took like the hip hop route with this one, with the trap sounds, with some bass, and with some festive instrumentals like this as well. And the Changbin, oh wow. What a smooth section there. And these sleigh bells again.
Merry Christmas. Jingle, jingle, jingle all the way. You got me spinning, bingo, bingo, bingo,
Ooh. And the chimes again. Literally under the sink. Oh. The Stray Kids intro. Oh. Felix. Ooh. Wow. It literally turned into a rave now. What a nasty production to the song, and a wild MV. So where to even begin with this? First things first, I love how this really touches part with the festive season, being so festive with it, you know, in terms of the styling and how the MV was done and how they were acting like the elves to Santa Claus, right? But most importantly, how those synth riffs, those classic sleigh bells were implemented in this on a hip hop track beat mixed with Euro pop elements. And what I mean by Europop elements, I could feel it, some of the bass in there, and also evidently at the nearing the end of the song where Felix goes Feliz Navidad in his tone with it that we truly love and know. What's the perfect way to really end it off like in a rave kind of fashion? None other than Felix himself, am I right? So all in all, I've got to admit, this is a banger of a song that is, I would say, the red herring per se to amidst other Christmas or Christmas holiday, or I should say winter holiday tracks, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I were to implement Christmas EveL in a Christmas-based playlist, next thing you know, I'm gonna be like crying from an EXO Miracles in December track, or being so cheerful on a twice Christmas-based winter based track, into going on a rave with Christmas EveL. But I think I'm fine with that. I'll just have a wild Christmas playlist this year, and I'll make it even more wild with other tracks as well. Another thing that I loved about this is the list of details, and what I mean is how the sections were done in this. We got an intro, we got verse 1, and the verse 1 and the intro tied along together was quite lengthy with it, believe it or not, before we hit the pre-chorus. So I'm going to touch part more about that when we dive into the second listen / watch. But the list of details I'm talking about, the certain lines of, you know, Jack Frost and all that, even implementing it within the lyrics too. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I love songs that are just so cohesive with it. You don't necessarily need a super duper meaningful song, but if everything's like well knitted and tied along together and weaved with the lyrics, the production, and even having a good MV, as I emphasize as well, you can have a really good MV, but if you don't have a good song, it's not fully there. If you have a really good song and you don't have a good MV, then it's not there. But in this case, everything hits perfectly in the right notes, I've got to admit. So I got to give this like a 9.5 out of 10, but I want to touch part on more of the details. Look at the titling, Christmas EveL, right? As we know, Christmas Eve and such, the day, and with Christmas EveL, instead of EVIL, it's EVE, and then the letter L, which I found pretty cool there of what they did. See, this is what I'm talking about, the little details, and also the transitions between each other members' parts, especially where I was hearing Hyunjin's moment, I think, off of Han. You can correct me if I'm wrong. It was nearing the beginning. I think it was within verse 1 before the pre-chorus. But I also noticed in later on how it went so smoothly from Han to Changbin, actually multiple times in this song. I even really love Bang Chang's parts in this song as well. So I'm gonna have to bring up this MV again and break down the things that I truly loved and the parts that I need to listen to more to get a better grasp for it. So let's just dive back into it. Classic radio.
소리 괴물이 공격으로 목소리를 잃은 산타가 치료를 앞두고 대리산타를
They're just so adorable here in this car, like a hatchback and like a probably like a green screen here. Yo ho. Gotta use the classic like Google Maps or something like that, a Maps app. Hear those chimes. Woo! I really love how it doesn't take time to kick off, and it's just like, oh, you got my attention right away. And that's what one of the few things that I love about Stray Kids is just they grab your attention and keep you engaged throughout the song, and also provide some satisfying parts, and also parts and switch ups that you can't even believe that you would even predict for, you know what I'm saying? Or anticipate for. But yeah, this was nasty with it, from the production to Han. It's like the workshop, right? Or the shop. Oh, that was cool there. I really like this here. Look how fast the selfish cars made it turn black. It's even hard to walk in. It's not a snowfield, it's a mud flat. You know how quite popular mud flats are in Korea and such. I like this line here. Wet to the knee. Ah, okay. Sort of like a xylophone or like a ringtone kind of sampling here, which is pretty dope as well. With a snowman that I made yesterday, be okay. Because at the end of the day, we don't know if it's just gonna be tossed around by some random person, or it's just gonna melt, or is it gonna fall over. Woo! Changbin. Gotta love his rap as always, and like Han's rap as always, as you don't know how they're gonna go about with it in terms of flow. You know their tones so well, their vocal tones so well, but how they deliver it, it's all about delivery, and I can't reiterate that enough throughout my videos, guys. Love these comedic moments in the MV as well. Oh, the sirens, yeah. And this is where I evidently hear it most. It is so hip-hop heavy. It really connects to some of the songs that I feel that Stray Kids have done, mind you, not necessarily title track wise, like some B-sides like being hip-hop heavy with it, but what makes it truly stand out is the festive instruments like the sleigh bells and stuff like that, the chimes, and where they are placed in the littles of nooks and crannies, and significant links of and portions of the song as well. This is one of my favorite parts in the song as well. So before this, I hate to see those people who stick to each other because it's cold and all. Before that, it was Han, and then we automatically, it was so smoothly done into Changbin's part, right? And I thought And I thought that was just so clean and clinical with that. You hear that? Just so clean and clinical. And I can't even imagine, like, let me look at the duration here. From like here, 133. Wow. To like 2 minutes. Of course, there's that whole intro, outro, cinematic moments. But like in this section here, and also like verse 1, it may seem like it's just your usual kind of sections with these verses, right? But in reality, I can't even imagine how many lines they're putting out with the rap verses, like the rap lines, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, usually 5, 6, this gotta be like 12 lines, especially in verse 1 with the rap, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how they fit it all in one section just like that. And I'm sure like the studio version without this MV is shorter than 3 minutes and 53 seconds, but still it's kind of interesting how they really fit it in there, and it goes to show you the caliber of Han and Changbin can truly do that. And I've noticed that throughout their other tracks as well, but I thought it was really cool how they fit this amount of rap on a Christmas based track of all things, you know. And I think it all makes sense with how hip-hop based it is. All the way. Bingo. And with that being said, as much as I love the production, I love the hooks in the song so much. So catchy and addictive. There goes the chimes again. I thought this scene was hilarious. Just getting caught. And with the intro too here. Oh. Let's be real here. It can't not be like a JYP artist like MV without like a comedic moment. Flashback to Twice's MVs and such. Flashback to GOT7 and all. Now with Stray Kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that comedic moment there. Feliz Navidad. My man's so cool, just saying Feliz Navidad. Hey. Literally turned into a rave. What a way to like end things to the song and tie things together per se. We still got more to do, huh? Hey. Oh wow, what can I say? It's Stray Kids, everyone. I can't even imagine how the B-sides are gonna go. Are they gonna be like holiday based as well or not? I think either or is fine considering the timing of this release. I do think the whole 0.5 takes away is just the fact that I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I'm sure it's gonna work somehow. It's either one throughout the playlist, the Christmas playlist, and arranged in a certain order, or it's just gonna have a lot of replay value, and I think that's gonna be most likely the case. If I want to just turn up on the holiday season, I'm gonna listen to this, but I feel like I could still listen to this before we hit, you know, the final weeks of December. You know what I'm trying to say? So hey, I gotta give it to Stray Kids. As always, they did a phenomenal job, and I'm sure the members took part in the song, you know, the songwriting, you know, the production portion, as they do a lot these days, quite heavily. Sorry, I've had a lot to say there for this review and reaction today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I gotta go grab me some water, probably plan out my schedule of what kind of reviews I'm gonna do. Like I mentioned, I think the first listens will be more so coming out in December as I'm more free then during the winter break in the Christmas season, of course, so stay tuned. But most likely I'm gonna hash out the B-sides for Christmas EveL before I hash out the previous B-sides I missed, of course, for their album No Easy. So take care as always. I do want to apologize that I've been lacking a lot of Stray Kids content on the channel, and some of you guys may know that I do love me some Stray Kids. It's just that I don't know, I maybe it's just that I haven't been like heavily following them, or it's like just because of studies and stuff. And I found that that was the case for my other favorite artists as well during my studies and like life things, as I moved to a whole different place for my studies, as some of you may already know. But hey, as always, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much, and just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Stray Kids in the comment section down below with fellow stays, of course. Have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison, though, and peace.